Next comedian we have is a good friend of mine. He's a little guy. Sure. Great guy, a lot of fun. I'm going to bring up my friend Larry Big Country Nelson. Give him a hand.
Give it up for Tommy Gatto. He may be little, but he's mean. Hollywood, how you guys feeling? All right, Sunday night, you made it up for a little comedy, a little drinking, a little eating. All right. Well, I'll kick it off by saying yes, my name is Larry Big Country Nelson. As you can tell, I'm not the average-sized human being. Shocker. So I hail from the great state of Oregon, and originally my family immigrated from Denmark and from Norway. So yes, I am built to have a giant battle axe, horned helmet on the ship, pillaging Europe. But instead I live here in Los Angeles. You know, the good thing about Los Angeles, and frankly about our country in general, is we're a land of immigrants, and we all have unique stories and backgrounds, and it's always fun to share them with our friends. But it's interesting how it gets into mainstream culture. For example, you ask how? Well, for example, our nightly newscast. So here in Los Angeles, the newscasters pretty much sound the same up until the point that they get to their name. So for example, when I was watching the news and the gentleman was talking, he was like, "Tonight, a gun was spotted at the 405 freeway in boulevard. The police were able to take the gun away. Everything was fine. Everybody came in home safely. Signing off the evening, Jose Luis Ramon Hernandez." I don't get it, man. It's like everybody talks the same up until that point. Imagine if I was that newscaster and be like, "Yes, tonight the gun was spotted by the 405 freeway in boulevard. Signing off the evening, Lars Henrik Hernandez, Luis Ramon Gustafson." Yeah, this doesn't work as well here in Los Angeles, but maybe in Minneapolis, I don't know. But moving to LA, there's many great things about the different microcosms of culture down here. For example, I moved down to the South Bay, met a lovely petite brunette woman years ago, married her, she's my lovely wife. All right. Little did I know that she was not the normal brunette, and in a very positive way, she was a Persian brunette. They're distinctly different than regular brunettes. I found out, I went to one of her cousin's barbecues, and I walked in and I'm like, yeah, I'm the official TWB. I am the token white boy out of 45 cousins. But it was great, because you go in there and they accept you into the community, and it's awesome. But number one, I can't understand half the stuff they're saying. Number two, I was talking to one of her cousins, and she's like, "Lady, I'm not to be wrong. I'm Persian, like kitty cat. Yeah, I'm Persian." I'm like, okay, you're soft, you're cuddly, I get it. Former president called you the axis of evil, but you're like a Persian kitty cat. Okay. But it was great. So, you know, being the crazy guy I am, I'm like, well, I want to understand what the hell they're saying, because I think they're talking about me half the time. So I went out about Rosetta Stone, you know, for Farsi. Farsi is the language that, you know, Persian people speak. About, you know, Persian for dummies. And so I basically taught myself functional Farsi. And the next cousin's barbecue, I was listening, and then just to mess with them, I'd be like, you slide up and listen. No, Kobe, Bale, Ore. Watch their eyes bug out. Okay, who taught the white boy to speak Farsi? But her aunties are awesome, and her aunties are always up at the table, and as you can tell, I, you know, haven't missed a meal in a while. They're like, "Daddy, bohor la fam," which means eat more, eat more. They're like, just what I need. Thank you. My funny cousins, you know, Ali and Navi, they call me Bozorg Larry, which means big, tall, fat Larry. I'm like, thanks, guys. That's supporting guy. But, you know, being a big guy, it has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. Disadvantages, I cannot walk into Macy's or a Nordstrom and buy things that fit and look normal. So occasionally I frequent big and tall shops. But not just for the clothes. When I walk in, it's like free therapy, because I am never, ever, ever, ever the biggest guy in these places. Yeah, you walk in, it's just like, holy crap. Dude. And the sizes, the tag and the clothes are like, damn, holy shit, damn, look, it's Bigfoot! the product placement of these places are amazing. I was recently working on a project at work and had to go buy a new shirt. That's a whole other story. So I did a little Google search, found out Rothschild's Big and Tall and East Irvine. Yeah. I go there, and like literally right next to the Rothschild's Big and Tall shop is an Islands burger joint and bar. If this isn't perfect placement for a Big and Tall shop, I don't know what is. Yeah, I walk in, there's two guys that make me look like a small child sitting at the bar drinking beers and eating burgers and fries. And I can overhear their conversation. It goes something like this. Well, Glenn, what do you think, man? Should we get another beer, a burger? But yeah, I think so, Slam. But I'm feeling kind of big, so maybe we should go on the Weight Watchers thing or go to someplace like a Jared guy did. This one's like, hell no, man. We're going to have 3 more beers and go next door and buy a new shirt. Yeah. So, in addition to being big and tall, I'm also officially middle-aged. Yeah, good times. Number 1, I have kidney stones. Woohoo! Number 2, I'm on Flomax. That's a real joy. Let's just say I've gotten intimately familiar with the facilities here. And then third, I meet with my urologist more often than my workout trainer. Yeah, good times there. Yeah. But it's interesting as a big and tall guy. It's just like, the things that we have in common with people and the people we have in common with. For example, you might ask, who do we have things in common with?
Who do you have things in common with?
Audience participation here. Let's count to 1, 2, 3. No, it's like we actually have a lot in common with pregnant women. You wouldn't think so, but we do. Number 1, we both have sets of skinny clothes and fat clothes. Number 2, we all hate mirrors. Number 3, pretty much when we're hungry and tired, get out of our way. Must eat now, you gotta know we're so hungry. But it's interesting because like what we don't have in common with pregnant women is, pregnant women are always glowing and cute and so lovely. And like Susie could be walking down the street and she's like, I'm still pregnant right now. And her sister or her friend will see her and they go, oh my God, Susie, you're pregnant. Look at you, you're just glowing. How many months are you? And Susie will turn and go, I'm in 7 months. And my boyfriend Mark, he's just awesome. Like fat guys, it just doesn't work that way. Like, Larry, how far along are you? Well, 25 years. Yeah, just not as cute as pregnant women. But also traveling is a real joy. I used to fly a lot for work. That was real fun. As you can tell, I'm about just under 6'5" and 3 bills, maybe a little more. But like, you get on the airplane, and I actually, in order to go to the bathroom on some airplanes, I had to start, study like Japanese origami books, because pretty much this is how I go to the bathroom with those. Now open up the handle, turn, now relieve yourself, and out the door. And then the other thing is pretty much traveling also has, the sick pleasures, I call them. Because, many times I'll be the last person, to arrive for a flight, and the stewardess is like, welcome to Alaska Air 151 from Seattle to Portland. Get you down to Los Cabos, Mexico. Oh, we have one more guest joining us tonight for the flight. And pretty much there's 150 sets of eyes, looking as I walk in the door. And they're all giving me the same look. Oh, Mommy, please don't let that big fat man sit next to me. Please, God, no. So, being the sick man I am, I decided to mess with him. I'm walking down the hallway. That one looks really good. No, let's get to you right there. Nope. But I always go back to the front and do that middle row thing. The interesting thing I find is, so my wife decided to go out and get some dogs in the last couple of years since we don't have kids. I love those dogs, but let's just say they're not manly dogs. They're a cross between Bijons and Poodles, whereas my wife calls them Bijy Poos or Poujons. Yeah, those are real fun to walk. Yeah, I'm walking down the neighborhood and go, come on, Rocky, come on, Harley, let's go. Gotta go poo-poo. We clean that for you. Oh, you decided to shit right next to Starbucks in the intersection where the light's red. Thank you, Rocky. You little bastard. When I get home, my wife's like, what's the report? 2 shits, 3 peas. That is my life. But, I gotta respect those little dogs because, one thing, I wish we as humans could communicate like dogs, especially in business. It'd make it a hell of a lot easier because you'd always know who's on your side and who's not. Because you'd walk into a room and you pretty much know I'm not doing business with that guy. Anyway, well, hey, thank you so much for coming out tonight. That's my time tonight. Go to Big Country Nelson. If you'd like to check out some more of my stuff, you can follow me on Twitter at @SoCalLarry. With that, let's bring back up Tommy Gatto.
Larry Nelson, everybody. I feel small.